tonight, don't miss the premiere of the new documentary, Searching for Shohei. An interview with Fox Sports' Ben Verlander. He sits down with the baseball phenom and LA Angels pitcher and designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani, for an exclusive all-access interview and an in-depth conversation about Ohtani's unique path, shall we call it, to stardom. And speaking of stars, over in the NFL, Von Miller has doubled down on his prediction that OBJ is going to join him in Buffalo. The Bills linebacker and former teammate of OBJ told USA Today Odell is, quote, coming here. He's coming to the Bills. Shannon, can you see Odell playing in Buffalo?
I can, because I think the thing is, Skip, from what we've seen now, the Rams, they're struggling. Now, the best part about the Rams, I believe he can go back in. He probably could be the number 2. Although Allen Robinson did have a better game. He had his best game of the season on Sunday.
Yep.
You go to the Bills, you're the number 3. Diggs and Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the guys. I think the 2 best options for him, Skip, are the Chiefs and the Bills, actually. The Packers, do you really want to go to the Packers, Skip? Even if you're the number 1 receivers, do you really want to go with what they got going on? The Bucks. The Bucks, he'll be the 3rd option, but they got their own issues, and I don't know if they're still really interested. The Rams, I know he wants to play. He wants to be in LA, and he understands that system. Sean McVay did a great job the last 3 or 4 games of the regular season and throughout the playoffs of scheming and getting him one-on-one situation and let his skill set and let him flourish. But right now, I think the 2 best options are the Bills and the Chiefs. I think because he has a relationship with Vaughn, I would give them a slight edge, but I wouldn't count the Chiefs out because I think he goes in as the number 2 option behind Kelsey.
Okay. I hear everything you just said, and you could be right, but I'm going to re-quote Von Miller. He's coming here, man. He's coming to the Bills. That's quote, unquote.
Sounds like a sure thing to me.
All right. We know that Vaughn and Odell are
very close.
I think we can go very close, right?
Yeah.
And obviously they were teammates last year, but I think
they were close before that. They were close before that.
And Vaughn has said repeatedly, we stay in touch weekly. We communicate. It's kind of like you and Dion. You're just going to communicate during the week at some point.
Yep.
I think it's highly possible that Vaughn is saying, because he's a shrewd operator, I'm going to be your agent here. I'm going to create a quote-unquote bidder so that it will help move the Rams off their pathetic. It's pathetic is what it is. Pathetic offer, what Odell called it the other day. It was insulting. Right. It was the low of lows. Well, he needs a new bidder of magnitude, and it would be the Bills to say, oh, we love you, we want you, and maybe that would jumpstart his renegotiation with
So in other words, Vaughn is the auctioneer.
Yeah.
He's tried to raise the price.
Yeah, but he's creating a quote unquote bidder that might or might not be real.
Right.
Because you're not talking about money. It's not Vaughn's money that he's spending for Odell. But the point is, I think you know and I know, Odell's heart of hearts, he belongs in L.A. He's either New York or L.A., and now it's L.A. He's got a home in Beverly Hills. He's got a family. And he loved it in that offense, playing for that quarterback and especially for that coach.
Yes.
Okay? So I realize they're struggling, but when you say, well, Odell's ring chasing, well, he got a ring.
Yeah.
He did that.
Right.
It's done. It's over. So all he wants to do is play in a place that he loves, Los Angeles, California, for a coach that he loves, Rams coach, Sean McVay. Okay? So it's perfect. And all he's saying is, you're insulting me. They're insulting you because they don't believe you. Yeah, it's like we don't want to bid against ourselves because you don't want to play anywhere but here. They kept his locker. You know, okay. It smacks of that Vaughn's just doing him a big favor because this is just me. The weather has turned in Buffalo, New York. And it's cold, and it's, I don't know, is it snowing or snowy?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they've gotten a batch of snow here and there. But Skip, he did play in New York. Now, it might be, that's upstate, so you're closer to Canada, so the weather's going to get even worse being way up there.
Lake effect.
Right. But what is he looking for, Skip? Clearly, Diggs and Davis are etched in stone. They're the 1-2. He'd be 3. I don't really think they need OBJ. I think Isaiah McKinney is a good third option slot receiver. Running game seemed to be a little better. They ran the ball exceptionally well on Sunday. Can they keep that going? Buffalo, what does Buffalo really need? When you look at them, Skip, what do they need? They can get after your quarterback. They're really good on the back end, and they hadn't even got the cornerback that tore his knee up. They hadn't even got him back yet. At some point in time, he's probably going to get back there.
He will. They're loaded. They're on their way. And yet, if I'm running that franchise, do I want to add Odell's personality to the mix? Because he does have a big personality. It's working at the highest level. They just went to Kansas City and won, obviously, without him.
Right.
Would he be a good 3? Well, sure, he'd be a good 3 because with the Rams last year, he was right on time because Cooper Kupp was dominating statistics. And so he actually emerged past Van Jefferson as the number 2.
Right.
Because there really was no clear-cut number 2.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And there's no Robert Woods at that point. So he would fit. But I don't think his personality fits in Buffalo, New York, because there's something about Odell. He is a superstar in magnitude. And he never was comfortable in Cleveland, Ohio. I don't care what you said.
No.
Remember that?
He didn't want to be
he was asking on Twitter, you guys got any good restaurants out there? Out there? That's Cleveland to him. It's out there. Well, Buffalo would be way up there, right?
They got the wings.
Yeah. Oh, they got Buffalo. I like Buffalo, but I don't love the weather because.
But boy, Thurman Thomas, his family's up there, so they swear by he and Patty. They swear by Buffalo, but I don't know, Skip.
I don't know, but we're in L.A., so we're good to go.
Yeah, I'm good. You don't have to ask any questions about eateries. It's whatever you want to eat.
Yep.
Meat or no meat.
Ho-hum, another day in paradise, right? It's a beautiful day outside, and Odell knows that.
Yes.
That's where he wants to be. He wants that eucalyptus smell in his nose.
Hey, I'm telling you, Kansas City would be a good option for him, though.
Okay, well.
Can you imagine him with my homeboy getting that thing to him? My homeboy?
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. I just don't think he sees himself living in Kansas City because you got to live there.
Yeah.
You have no choice.
Temporary houses. Skip, you know how you move? Hey, temporary houses.
I've done that.
Be like a Methodist minister. You got a couple of years that you're there, but that's right here. You know, you're in the military. Military, you drop down one place. Yeah, you know about that Methodist minister. They come in there for about 5-6 years, then they gone.
That is true. They move them around. Yep.
Moving and grooving. Well, I'm excited to see where OBJ ends up. He's going to be a big asset to whatever team he ends up choosing. All right, Tom Brady, guys. Some new motivational tactics by him. Are they going to work, though, in Tampa? They sit at 500. That's next on Undisputed.